Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So tonight, heading over to Nottingham and the what was classed as the Meadows area. In fact, next door to Notts County's football ground, who are having an amazing run at the moment. Let's hope they keep hold of the players. The worst thing you can do is get promoted and then bloody sell your best player off. Let's hope he's loyal to the club. So, from Red Dog Ales, in collaboration with Magpie Brewery, is this Pheasants Pride. Now, I see a lot of pheasants at work, to be fair. And so, yeah, it's an ESB, an extra special bitter, 5.2% ABV. There is some writing on the back, so I will read it. Autumnal rich, full-bodied ESB, balanced with Admiral First Gold and finest fresh green hops from Nottinghamshire. Another exciting Magpie and Red Dog Ales collaboration. And Magpie, they're kind of... There was a change of the guard last year. I can't remember the bloke's name who left. It came to me a second, then it's gone again. Anyway, him and his good lady left. Obviously wanted to do something new. So the lads from Mardibum, it's one of them where the head comes after the paw. Interesting. Yeah, the lads from Mardibum Brewing Company, James and Craig, took over the reins, and a big bold step for them. James is still working at wherever he works, and Craig is now full-time, along with Johnny and probably other people as well. And yeah, it's the exciting thing for Magpie is they've got their trad beer base. Yep, they are a trad beer company. But then you've got two lots of fresh, well, three people, but two lots of fresh brewers that are into the game. They're at the start of their life. They're, sometimes when you've been in a job for donkey's years, you get bored of it. You've had enough of it. And that can happen. But when somebody fresh comes in who's got a bit of vigour, who wants to do these things, who wants to push directions, that's, for me, for Magpie Brewery, I think it's a super exciting future for them. Obviously, there's lots of things to be learnt. The tap room's reopened, and it's not so busy. It's busy on football days, but not so busy on other days. And I think utilising those football days is king for Magpie Brewery. And Trent Nav's round the corner. Navigation Brewery's round the corner. Trent Navigation, the pub, has got this big screen. They call it the big shed, and those two work well with each other's. And I've got to be honest, all you need now is somebody like Bang the Elephant to go into that industrial estate where Magpie is, to bring what they bring, and then all of a sudden you've got a freeway thing. Breweries that all get on very well anyway, and you would create an oasis in that area. That again, the football days would be the king days, but because you've got one pulling it into that, it makes things super interesting. And I know I've heard that Bang the Elephant may well be getting their own tap room, but I'll tell you now, it would be an amazing place for them to come into Nottingham as well. It's not overly far from West Bridgeford, and it's only a 15-minute walk from Neon Raptor as well. And some of the good, like Castle Rock's tap pub, the Vat and Fiddle is only again about 10 minutes away. So it makes it very interesting. Anyway, on with the beer review. So, Nice clear pour, little white head on this. Very, oh, you'd say that's a reddish looking beer. Very autumnal. Wait a minute, and we're having some autumnal weather at the moment. I am sick to the back teeth of rain. Rain, rain, rain. Lovely malty, like a chestnutty aroma coming off this. My mouth's salivating. I need to crack on. So, cheers. Yeah, like I say, Magpie Brewery. It's not hard to get to their tap room. I do think that if I was looking at Magpie Brewery, brewery tours, um, setting up a brewery tour once every couple of months. You won't want to do it too often. I mean, they're still doing their beers where you can go, as far as I know, you can go down and take your containers and go and get yourself some nice fresh beer. Oh, for me, a nice, easy drinking malty beer, and like you say, pheasants. Pheasants Pride. See, well, me with pheasants, I get them all the time over at Callum in Newark, and I often have a chat to them as I'm riding on the mower. You all right, mate? How are you? And it's about the only chatting I do at work. Well, especially at that site. So yeah, it's nice to have a talk with somebody. Yeah. They just look at you and say, "What the hell," and then walk off. Probably cursing under their, talking in bird talk to their mates, saying, "You seen that idiot on the mower talking to me?" Um, but yeah. They're a pain in the backside when it comes to digging up beds, though. I planted 300 plants in a bed, and they basically put siege to the bed and ruined it. Hey ho. Which is why I do things slightly different on that side than I do at the other side, because we don't have issues with pheasants. Although at the other side I've got issues with bloody rabbits. So yeah, all good fun. So, tasting great. It's nice to get down to the normality of the beer room, although I'm running out of glasses. And we've got no sink, we've got no kitchen. We've got a shed at the moment. So, yeah. It looks like it's going to go into next week because blooming work. It's more work than a little. Old houses are not good. But hey ho, I shall enjoy this beer and chat about the upcoming. Obviously, Christmas not far away. Um, and the reason for reviewing this tonight, it's been sat on the beer wall a few days now. I do try to alternate. Try not to do like a beer review from the same brewery every other day because it just gets boring and also it just puts too much focus on one particular brewery. But I watched the Barrel Drop today posting that they've got this on the bar in their micro pub in Hertz Yard in Nottingham. So the Barrel Drop and Doctor's Orders. Sadly, the other one closed. I can't remember the name of it now. No, Crafty Crow next to Nottingham Castle. No, Nottingham Castle's closed now. So, but yeah, Barrel Drop and Doctor's Orders now were Magpie Brewery bars, but I think now that they're actually independent, but still, a lot of Magpie beers going off in there. So, if they're basically both, um, Doctor's Orders is in Carrington, not overly far away from me, to be fair. I need to get my backside down there. I do. It's probably the one local micro pub I mean, we've also got the abdication, but I've been in there a few times, and I was never really, you know. Plus, they totally ignored me when it comes to things like Op Idle and that, and yeah, so yeah, I don't really care for them. But there you go. Unless they think I'm not interested in doing, like going on doing judgings and things like that. Maybe it's that. Maybe they just think, you never know. But yeah, doctor's orders. I do need to go there. It's been going for donkeys years. I have been there, but not as a beer reviewer going in. So it's something that I need to do. Um, Finding time and pennies is the issue at the moment. Yeah, and it is what it is on that side of things. We've all got bills. We can only do so much in life. God, it's freezing in here tonight. I'm absolutely freezing my bits off. Um, we're all going out into town on December the 15th. It's a friend of ours. It's her birthday. The Happy Drinkers Collective. And yeah, so we're going into town, and hopefully I'll get to the barrel drop then. I haven't been for a few months, so we had a few meetups in town. I actually did some beer reviews inside the barrel drop. Yeah, off steaming, mind you. Yeah, wasn't my best look. Then I went to Cock and Hoop and can't remember how I got home, but yeah, I like having a beer. In fact, I love drinking beer. It's just a great hobby. But it's when you've drank too much and you can't remember what you've done and how you've got home and who you may or may not have upset, in the grand scheme of things. So this is tasting spot on. Nice traditional beer. Like I say, Magpie do a cracking range of beers. Um, on their site, they have got a mixed case. I'm not sure if they're doing the Imperial Stout this year. I will check actually. I haven't been on their site for ages. So let's have a look. Magpie Brewery. Magpi Magpie Brewery. So I'll check the website out. I have reviewed their Imperial Stouts before. Tap room now open. So bottles and cans. Let's have a nosy. Cases of bottles and cans. There we go. And like I say, yeah, the core range of beer is 28 quid for a case of 12. So that's not a bad price, for a case of 12. And then they've got lots of other different beers that they've got on sale. And even like gift sets as well. You can just see there the gift sets. So I like to put more into a review. Yeah, gift set 11 times bottles and then a glass as well. And they've also got some Baker's Pale Bread Brewed Project. 12 quid. I think that's about £1 a can. So that's interesting. Doesn't say Magpie Pubs. Does it still say Magpie Pubs? Ah, yeah, 2 micro pubs, barrel drop and doctor's orders. So yeah. So they obviously changed the website at some stage. Oh, so enjoying this beer. It's nice to have a chat. Started off a god awful day. Chucked it down for the first 3 blooming hours, and it was awful. Then the sun came out, and sunshine just all of a sudden. I'd gone from wanting to go home because I was utterly depressed to the sun's come out, and all of a sudden I'm going for it with work again. And yeah, done some good stuff today. And obviously I'm getting married. Well, we're renewing our vows up at Cockcliffe next year. Cockcliffe is in Burnstump in Arnold, Nottingham, on the outskirts of Nottingham. It's a 17th century French chateau. That's where I work. What a place, eh? And I'm looking to have at least one Magpie beer in mini keg in my Raggy's Beer Festival. And that's the plan. And obviously, Raggy's Beer Festival, I'm going to sort out papers and get people to judge the beer of the festival. Because why wouldn't you? You know. But I'm also going to put two. I'm also going to put two of my own into the equation. Maybe anyway. Yeah, we'll see how we go on that one. Yeah, looking forward to it. Oh. So good time for the channel this weekend. No, not this weekend. A week on Saturday rather. Going over to Burnt Pig in Ilkeston, an amazing micro pub. They have some stunning beers on, and they've got an urban chicken ale takeover. So going over for that. On the Sunday, a week on Sunday, going over to Fire Rock Brewing Company for their 4th birthday. So yeah, it's a good time. Although I've got to work all this weekend to pay to go over, but hey ho. Yeah, we've all got to pay the bills somehow, haven't we? You know, unless you win the lottery and you can do what you like and don't have to work. Although if I won the lottery, and I've been thinking about this at work today. If my job goes tits up at some stage, then a natural progression for me, even though I'm 51, would be to look for a brewery job and go and work in a brewery, doing whatever needs doing, because I'd be doing something that I actually have a absolute fondness of, and you know, I'm going to put it out there. We'll see how it goes, you know. With the world at the moment, God, getting through this winter is critical for all breweries. Double mashing on brew days, double brew days are a thing to cut down on energy, I suppose. I know that's the new thing. So, in essence, I've really enjoyed that. Yeah, it's a nice traditional beer. Full of flavour resonating around the mouth. Lovely malty beer, extra special bitter. It's the spot. It's, you know, proper nice traditional beer. And I'm as at home with a traditional beer as I am with a massive impy stout. You know, this is what got me into the world of beers, traditional stuff. Red Dog Ales and Magpie smashed it again. Good 4.45 for me out of 5. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Cheers all. Now I've got to go up the house and strip another room out because I've got the electrician coming tomorrow. All good fun.